Hello, this is me, Deepika Rathod from Government Women Engineering College, Ajmer. Today I am going to present my presentation on Python. What is actually a Python? Python is a popular programming language which is used for web development, software development, mathematics, system scripting, and video games, and database design, etc. What Python can do? Python can be used on the server to create web application. Python is also used to create database. Python can be used for rapid prototyping, big data, and perform complex mathematics problems. Features, when we talk about the Python features, Python is very easy to learn, or we can say that Python is a programming for non-programmers because it is straightforward like English language. It is recommended programming language for the beginners. Expressive language, Python can perform complex tasks using few lines. Like if I want to print hello world on my screen, so we can use only one syntax like print hello world to my screen. Interpreted language, Python is an interpreted language. It means Python program is executed on line by line. Cross-platform language, Python can run equally on different platforms such as Linux, Windows, Unix, etc. Free and open source, Python is freely available for everyone. Object-oriented language, it supports class, object, and object-oriented concept like inheritance, encapsulation, etc. Large standard library, it provides vast range of libraries for the various fields such as machine learning, web development, and also for scripting like pandas, numpy, Keras, etc. GUI programming support. GUI used for desktop creation. Basically, GUI is graphical user interface used for developing desktop application like KTinter, Kiwi, etc. Dynamic memory allocation in Python, we don't need to specify data types of the variable. When we assign some values to the variable, it automatically allocates the memory to the variable at the runtime. To execute Python syntax, we can simply execute Python on the notepad. We need to create a file on notepad. Just like if I want to print hello world, I just type print hello world on my notepad and then run it on my terminal. Python indentation, it means other programming language, the indentation in code is for readability only. The indentation is Python is very important. Python use indentation to indicate the block of code. Like we can see the example here. Python variables, creating variables. Variable are the container to store the values. Unlike other programming languages, Python has no command for declaring a variable. A variable is created a moment you want to assign it. For example, x equals to 5, y equal to John. So if I want to print the integer value 5, simply I need to write the statement print x or print y. Variable do not need to declare with any particular type or can even change type after they has been sent. X equals to 4, x is a type of int. If I want to know the type of variable I use, I'll use print type x. We will see further. Python data types. In programming language, data types are very important. Python support different type of data types like numeric data types, which include int, float, complex. Text data type str, which is used for string, sequence, list, tuple, range. It is very similar to array. Mapping, dict, set, front set. Boolean type, bool, binary type, binary array, memory view, etc. Getting the data type, we get the data type of any object using type function. As we discussed earlier, if I want to know the type variable type, I simply write type y x, then it will show the value that x is an integer type. If I want to know the variable type in a string, see, so basically write type x, then it will tell us the variable is a string. Python collection. Collection is a array. There are 4 types of collection in Python programming language: list, tuple, set, and dictionary. List is a collection which is order and changeable. Means list is a collection which is ordered and changeable. Allow duplicate members. Tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. There is a basic difference between list and tuple, that list is ordered and changeable, but tuple is unchangeable. Both are allowed duplicate. Set is a collection which is used, which is unordered and unindexed. No duplicate member is allowed in the set. So dictionary is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable, and indexed. No duplicate members. Okay. List, we can see the list of fruits here. This list, if I want to print the list, so I need to pass this list into the print statement. Okay. If I want to access the item by index number, so I can use the index apple for the 1. If I want to print list index start from 0 onward, so if I give 1 to this, so apple is at 0 index and banana is at 1 index, so it will print banana. Negative indexing. Negative indexing means beginning from the end. -1 refer to the last item and -2 refer to the second last item. Okay, so if I pass -1 to this, so it will print cherry. Okay. Range of the index. You can specify the range of index by specifying where to start and where to end of the range. Okay. For example, we have a list of fruits: apple, banana, cherry, orange, kiwi, melon, mango. So if I want to print specific element, so I can define a range. So this will print the element from index 2 to 5. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it will print from cherry to kiwi. Okay. And tuple. So as we discussed earlier, tuple is unchangeable order list. Okay. And we can see this set. Set is a collection which is order and unindexed. It means there is a no index available for the sets. Okay. Change item. Once set is created, we cannot change its item, but we can add new item. And dictionary. Dictionary is a collection which is unordered, changeable index. In Python, dictionaries are written with the curly brackets, and they have key and the values. And example, to create and print dictionary, we have all this. Change the value. We can change the value of the specific item by referring to its key name. For example, this distinct, if I want to change the brand name fraud, so it will be changed. Model name, so everything can be changed with the help of change keyword. Adding item, if I want to add the new item in the list or a set, I can add nested dictionaries. Set dictionary allowed nested dictionary, like we can see in the example, my family, child 1, child 2, child 3. They are nested in the single dictionary. Function is a block of code which only run when it is called. You can pass data known as parameter into the function. A function can return data as a result. So the syntax for the function is like that: def my function. We can give any name to my function. So This function basically print the hello from the function. Okay, calling a function, to call a function we use the function name followed by parenthesis. So we can see argument, we can pass the argument in the functions also. The following is example with one argument. When the function is called, we pass along first name, which is used to inside a function to print full name. Okay, so I pass f name as an argument. So f name, I pass my function Imbil, Tombis, and Lunis. I can pass give any parameter. Number of argument, I by default function must be called with the correct number of argument, meaning that if your function accept two argument, you have to call the function with two argument, not more, not less. For example, this function accept two argument, get the argument, just like we can see the example. Def my function f name l name. So we have to give two argument. Arbitrary argument, if we don't know how many argument will be passed, we can get the parameter by providing asterisks. Okay, def my function asterisk kid, it means I don't know the number of kids, so the youngest child is, and keyword argument, you can also send argument with the key equals to value syntax. This way the order of argument does not matter. Default parameter, just in default parameter, Python also allow default parameter, just like in this function def my function, I give country Norway, which is default. It means if I do not pass the country in the function, so it automatically take default value as a Norway, just like I am from country Sweden. So first function provide the Sweden, second India. Now we can see third, there is a no argument here, so it will take default value Norway. So it shows us I am from Norway. Return values, to let the function return, we use the return statement. So return 5, it will, we can see the example all here. Recursion, Python also accept the function recursion, which means a defined function can call itself. Recursion is a common mathematical and programming concept. It means that function call itself. This is the benefit of the meaning that you can loop through data to reach a result. The developer should be very careful with the recursion, as it be quite easy to slip into the writing a function which never terminate, or in that that uses excess amount of memory or processor power. However, when written correctly, recursion can be very efficient and mathematically elegant approach to programming. In this example, try recursion is a function that we have defined to call itself. Okay, so we can see here conditional expression. Python programming, we must be able to execute instruction on condition being met. This is the condition for R4 is if else or elif in Python. If this condition is true, then print yes, elif print no, else print maybe. We can see the example here. If I pass a equals to 6, a is greater than 3. Yes, a is greater than 3. So the value of a is greater than 3 is will be print. If elif a is greater than 30, no. So this will not be printed on our screen. Elif a is greater than 7, no. A is greater than 17, no. Else the value is not greater than 13, 17, 7. So only this statement, this first statement, and this last statement will print. Okay. Relational operator. There are three relational operator. Almost every programming support all these relation operator equal to, greater than, smaller than, equal to, etc. Logical operator in Python. Logical operator